Africa is really beautiful, but one thing that's taking the beauty of Africa away from Africans is how we treat our environment or how we treat nature. Africa can be great if we all change our mindset and treat our environment with respect. That's why this gentleman in Gambia has written this book about sanitation, and the book is titled From Religion to Responsibility.
Hello brothers, sisters, you're in Gambia, the smiling coast of Africa, and today's video is one beautiful video that needs your attention. So I have here Mr. Yuma, a Ghanaian born in Gambia, and he has a beautiful story that we will talk about. He actually has a book. Okay, so I'll be asking him the whole thing about the life and what gave him the inspiration to write book in Gambia. Yes, sir. What's the name? What's the name, please?
Yeah, Emmanuel Daxon.
Emmanuel Daxon.
Yeah, that's my name.
Your name.
Yeah.
So what are you doing in Gambia? What are you doing in Gambia?
I'm in the Gambia because Gambia is where I come from.
I come from Ghana. Gambia, sorry, Gambia.
You know, I believe that where you are born,
that's
where you are coming. But our origin, is Ghana.
Ghana.
Yeah. So my granddad is among the first settlers of the people who traveled from Ghana to Gambia.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, my granddad, his name is Samuel Amwa.
Samuel Amwa. So he was the first people that came to Gambia.
He was among the first people who came to settle in Ghana town.
Ghana town.
Yeah.
So you were born in Ghana town.
Of course.
Wow.
That's why I said that Gambia is
your home.
Exactly.
Wow.
So my granddad was actually the secretary, and then as I was telling you last time, when they settled there, the place has now grown.
Okay.
So we can say that our parents are the first generation, and then we are the second generation of Ghana town. Yeah.
Wow.
So my mom was actually born in Ghana town.
Yeah. Wow. So those who care to know, Ghana town is a community here in Gambia that belongs to, or that's where the Ghanaians live. Okay. So history says that around 1950 something to 1960, Ghanaians, a group of Ghanaians from Central region migrated to Gambia to start fish business, and now it has developed to a different full community.
Exactly.
So anytime you come to Gambia, you need to visit Ghana town.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Mr. Daxon.
Yeah.
Wow. So but we are not in Ghana at the moment. You've migrated from what happened?
Yeah, in this place is called actually Marimakunda.
Okay.
Salaji.
Okay.
Yeah, because it's not far from Ghana town.
Okay.
And because of the nature of my work.
Okay.
Yeah,
so what do you do?
Yeah, I'm an IT lecturer.
Okay.
And I also run an organization.
Okay.
And most of the time I need to be going up and down, and then I have the dream of setting up my IT school also. So as I was scouting for a place, I just decided to settle here, at least for easy access and other things.
Okay.
But I'm almost in Ghana town most of the time, because my parents are there.
Yeah. So you were saying that you are an IT lecturer or a teacher. Is it secondary school, university, primary school? Where do you teach?
Okay, my level of teaching is from primary to people who want to get the foundation level in IT.
In IT, okay.
If you don't know how to move a mouse, or you don't even know the part of the computer, that's what I do.
Okay.
So I actually introduce people to what a computer is and how they can have the basic knowledge
about computer.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. So,
interesting.
And then I did that studies here in
Gambia too. Yeah. So you acquire that knowledge over here.
Yeah, you are giving it back to the
community.
Yeah,
beautiful. It is beautiful. Amazing. Yeah. Wow. So do you go to Ghana often, or like you've stuck there? Like you've sent Papa Samu those. Do you go to Ghana often, or?
Mostly. Okay, let me just. When I was 5 years, my mom took me to Ghana.
Okay.
I was living in Fijai.
Fijai.
Yeah,
okay.
So that's where I grew up.
Okay.
In the West Ridge. Fijai West Ridge. It's very close to Archbishop Potter Girls.
Okay, Potter Girls. Okay, that's zone. Okay.
So we were at the West Ridge side. Yeah. So when we were there in the 90s, because I was there actually in 91.
Okay.
The whole place was a bush.
Yeah.
And then I can say that granddad that I was living with, our house was just the first one after the hospital.
Okay.
We were living there. So I actually grew up in Ghana.
In Ghana.
It's where I did my schooling.
Okay.
And then secondary school.
Okay.
Yeah, then from there I decided, because I've missed home for about almost 15 years.
Wow.
So I said, no, let me just come back to the Gambia. Yeah,
wow.
So that's how I...
Okay, so you left, your mom took you to Ghana when you were 5, and you spent like 50 years over. So when you come back, you're like 20 years already?
Exactly, 20
wow.
years.
And you've been there since now, you've been here since now?
Yeah, exactly. But I did go to Ghana. My last, anyway, when I came here, it took me another 10 years, before almost 15 before going back.
All because of the Gambian Jollof?
Exactly.
All because of Gambian Jollof?
No, it's not.
Amazing.
Exactly.
Amazing. Okay, so let's go straight to the point. I see that you have a book.
Yeah.
The book, it's called From Religion to Responsibility. What's the whole thing behind this book?
Yes, I think if you ask what's the whole thing behind this book, I can say that it's a whole lot.
Okay.
But the major theme of the book is for us to have a paradigm shift in the way we see our environment,
okay,
the way we treat nature.
Okay.
Yeah, because growing up in Ghana and then coming to Gambia, I have the privilege to see how things are done, okay, in Ghana and then in Gambia. And to cut the story short also, in 2018 I traveled from Gambia to Senegal, to Mali, Burkina, Ghana, Ivory Coast, and then Liberia.
Wow.
Within a period of 1 month. So I went through these 7 countries, and then there was one thing that touched my heart, because I saw that Africa is beautiful. We have so many beautiful places.
Africa is really beautiful.
Exactly. Yeah. But the only thing that was baffling me is the level of cleanliness, the way the environment is. You see trash around, even in the big cities. Sometimes you see. So that was what I was saying. Now, why do we think that where we are living is not very important for us to take it? Because I look at some of these big cities in Africa, you see that we have whatever it takes. We have roads, we have nice buildings. So I saw that if we clean, we are almost like those people living in Europe. So it was what I was thinking of. And moreover, I had already set up my organization, which we were doing cleanup exercise in the Gambia here since 2017, 2016. Yeah, we were doing cleanup in Ghana town. Because I took up that responsibility that as a community, we cannot leave the trash around and expect people to come and clean it for us. So that is what I was thinking. So when I came back from this journey, it's something that I was always thinking of. That why is it African we are lacking, I mean, in terms of sanitation? Because like we don't take it serious. So I was just thinking, sometimes you would organize people to do a cleanup exercise, then you will see that within a period of 1 month, the place will be a mess again. So I saw that it's not a matter of just organizing people to clean. You need to educate the people. And what will make the message that I want to give to people, how will it come out? So I just thought that I have to put it in writing. Yeah, so that is how I came up with this book. And then if you look at the title, I just put From Religion to Responsibility. And I just put the subtitle, Cleanliness is Next to Godliness. So I took it from the religious perspective. Because, you know, in Africa, we believe so much in religion. And then anybody you see here in Africa belongs to actually one religion or the other. Exactly. If the person is not a Muslim, it's a Christian.
Or Buddhist.
Or traditional. Exactly, or traditionally. And all these religion, they believe that there is a creator. So if there is a creator who created us and created everything that we see around, then what is the will of that creator? Will he be happy if we just mess up around everything, or if we mess up everything? So that is where the inspiration came from. That no, as far as we are religious people, to me, I believe that one of our greatest form of worship that will make the creator happy is for us to take that responsibility of caring for his creation.
Oh, that's beautiful. The nature.
Yeah, so caring for nature. So that is how the whole thing is about.
Okay, so let me ask you. Most of the time, people do say Africans we we are not fond of reading. Like we are not good in reading. Like we don't like reading. I don't know if you've heard that kind of statement before.
Yeah, people say.
So do you think you want to put across this message for us to able to educate ourselves concerning this project, or taking responsibility? Do you think that since we have this in the book, do you think it's possible it will happen like that? Since we don't like reading, do you think it's gonna go? The message is gonna go far? Do you think so?
Talking of reading, I think Africans, we read.
Okay.
Yeah, I believe that we read, and so it's just a matter of maybe what we read.
Okay.
Yeah. So in this age of social media and this internet, yeah, even though I can say the youth, I'm teaching the youth and in the secondary school and other place, so I know what it's not like they don't read, but they actually have what they want to read.
Okay.
And so with this book, I didn't make it boring.
Okay.
Because I actually make sure that I put stories that will, relate with our time. Yeah. So that is one thing that I ensure that I did, and then also I actually was thinking of not to make it very bulky.
Okay.
To make it too big. Okay. Because I know that, like you were saying,
when you get bored. Yeah, when there's something huge.
Exactly. So I try to make the message very simple.
Okay.
Yeah, by making sure that at least. Let me try to just bring one out.
Yeah, I read the part. I think I read 2-3 pages.
Okay.
From the beginning. So it's talking about like the story of a father.
Yeah.
And the kid that were walking around and they saw cemetery.
Okay.
That's like the scenario, how the thing started.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting.
Exactly.
It's gonna be interesting.
That's how I put it. So I know that Africans will like to read, and then is what I'm thinking now. Like you asked the question that how will the message get to the people? That is what I'm actually thinking now, because it's not just for me to write the book. It's something that I wrote it
for it to go.
For it to go and then bring about a societal change. So I always say it that Lord, or the Almighty Creator, He's the one who gave me this inspiration. So He should always find the way out to let this book get to the people, because this book is not only for Gambia. It's for the whole of Africa.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's for the whole of Africa. So I know that God is on time at least. Yeah, exactly. And I'm also thinking of having a nationwide book tour to the schools, because the youth are my target.
The youth.
I know that when you talk of cleaning the environment, we cannot leave that responsibility to the elders. Maybe they will support,
already.
Exactly. Maybe they will support us financially for us to get the
energy we need.
Exactly. But when you talk of that paradigm shift, I want it to start from the youth, the primary to the secondary.
Because we are now coming.
Exactly.
So what we learn is what we're going to give to our kids.
Exactly.
So it makes sense. But have you thought of making? Do you have like the e-book versions when someone can also download online and read, or they are in a hard form like this?
Yeah, they are. As at now, the soft copy is there, but it has not been at least posted or published on Amazon or other places, because it's a tough thing to self-publish a book.
Exactly.
So right now, even what I'm also thinking of is if I could get in touch with some publishers, like publishing houses that can actually take up the license and then try to put it on Amazon and other places so that people can get the message on this book. So I'm actually working on it, but like I told you, it's a tough.
It's a tough stuff. Like a first time also.
Exactly.
Man, it's really not easy. If you travel within Africa, or if you're a traveler and you travel within Africa, you understand what he's talking about. I don't know where that education, how we lacked that education, because even our shores, African shores, it's really it's really disgraceful. Like it's not healthy. It's really not healthy. As I'm saying, I don't know if it's the schools that are not teaching, or it's the people that are not listening.
I'm a teacher. I teach in the schools here in the Gambia. I've taught in some of the big schools in the Gambia here. And then I always see that we don't actually include that sanitation
in our courses.
And then even in the schools, we don't actually practice it. So I said it in this book that in the schools we need to inculcate it into our curriculum. Let it be something that children can be given marks for. Like if we're in school and then you eat something and then you throw it out there, and then it goes against your schooling marks. Like maybe if you are to score 100, they will be taking 10 marks from it because you threw something outside. On the ground. You see, people will be conscious. I believe that I was talking to one European, and then he told me that in Europe, it's not about like if you can easily throw things because you'll be fine. I haven't been there, but I think you can even say something on that.
I was about to tell you that with the score 10 at school, it's true. Even my small girl Elaine, they have a track record. This track score or track record, they have something like it's all about sanitation and hygienic kind of.
Exactly.
So even after lunch, after eating, the way you clean up your table and everything, your dressing, they get marks on those things. Like they are 4, 5 years, 7 years. So everybody wants to have that kind of high marks at school. So there's a kind of a challenge, a competition, because everybody wants to look neat and
also your environment.
In the environment as well. So it's something that, as you said, you've written inside the book that it's something that the government should apply or what do you call it? Add to the education system. It's really sad because all these years seeing Africa as like how we are now, it's so sad.
It's so sad, like you were saying. And then the one major problem that I see, and that was the reason why I even make this book, From Religion to Responsibility, is that the religious bodies also have to take up that, because we are the ones teaching the people about the Creator. And so if we, the religious people, see that it's not really necessary for us to cater for our environment, then it's a question. It's a question because some of the religious bodies, they are doing it, but it's like it's few, and then sometimes we take it as something that we do once in a while.
It's like it's not kind of mandatory, compulsory kind of stuff.
We just take it like once in a while.
They clean up
the churches, or maybe they get up and say let's go. But it shouldn't be like that. It's something that we should. I taught it in this book that the message of salvation, this cleaning and caring for nature, should be added to the message of salvation, because I believe that if we really want to go to heaven and be with the Creator, we cannot go and mess up there. So in the book I said it. I said many believers, if we get to heaven, if we get the privilege to be in heaven, we will not feel comfortable there because that spirit of volunteer to care for nature is not in us. So how do we expect to live there with the Creator and then mess up there? So the message actually goes to the religious bodies, whether you are a Buddhist, traditionalist, Christian or Muslim. As far as we believe that there is a Creator who created us and make we human beings unique, because I believe that God created us, gave us all these faculties because He wants us to take care of His creation. That is what is in the Quran, that is what is in the Bible. I haven't gone to other books, but at least the two I know, this is what He's saying. So it means that we have to take up that responsibility.
Wow, man, this amazing conversation that really interesting, that I wish everyone should get to learn something, because as I said, if you're a traveler and even let's say you've gone outside the country, Africa, and when you come back, like if you compare the things that you've seen in Europe or America and compared to Africa and the state of where we live in, like you have this all thoughts in your mind. So it's something that everyone should get. Cleanliness needs to go. As we all know. We all Christians. Most of us are, even Muslims, they know that they believe in cleanliness. So it's not something new. But so that's the way that is going out. So how can someone get this book?
As at now, we have it in Timbuktu. That is one of the biggest
bookshop in Gambia
here. We have copies there. And so anybody who want to patronize, it's a movement. Buying this book means that you are actually helping us, because like I told you, I have volunteers who we are ready. We want to be organizing cleanup exercises across the country. So we need the support. So buying this book means that you are helping the movement to move. So like I always say is in some of my pages that the movement is moving. So you just have to be part of the movement. And how can you be part of the movement? Maybe where you are, you wouldn't be able, or the nature of your job, you wouldn't be able to maybe
attend
physically. But at least, as far as you buy a copy of the book, you are actually helping us to achieve our dream. And one thing I want to add, maybe somebody might say, maybe I'm a Christian, so this is a Christian book. Never.
No, it's a general stuff.
In fact, the first quote in this book comes from the Quran. Because I quote from the Quran in the Bible.
I read it says Quran and so
that is just because I haven't gone to other religious books, but I know that Christianity and Islam, they control about 90% of the whole.
Yeah, but even aside that,
Yeah.
cleaning your environment doesn't concern about you being a Christian or Muslim.
Exactly.
Like you can't tell me that you go to work without cleaning yourself.
Exactly.
Like it's the same thing. It's
so that's the message I want people to get.
So any contact aside the bookshop, any contact, any email, like something, Facebook page, Instagram, or any contact, any information about that?
Okay. Right now my Facebook page, I'm still using Iman Daxon.
Iman Daxon.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then you will see my picture there.
This picture.
I think so. I think so.
So you see this picture over there on Facebook?
Yeah.
Iman Daxon.
Exactly.
Okay. And contact?
And then my contact in there is +220. You know, we are in the Gambia.
Okay.
So that is 220-216-4573. That is my direct contact.
Okay.
You can reach me out on WhatsApp.
Okay.
Or on normal call. And then my website also.
Okay.
If you want to know what we do.
Okay.
That is CWFGambia.org. So www.cwfgambia.org.
Yeah, okay.
So
any email also?
Yeah, my email also. I think on the website the email is because I use different. Okay. But the email is imadatsin.
Okay.
Yeah, 2020@gmail.com.
Okay.
At gmail.com.
So this is a general book, but then I'll address my Gambians because he's born here, or he was born because he was born here. Okay, and he serves over here. Okay, exactly. So first people to buy this book should be my Gambian people. Exactly. And as you see, like to clean the country. I came here and I'm loving, like I've really loved Gambia. Yeah, exactly. The first country that I've spent 2 weeks straight is Gambia. I've not spent any more than a week in a place. Yeah. Only Gambia that I've spent 2 weeks straight, because the main idea was to spend like 1 week and go to Guinea-Bissau. Yeah. But at the end, I've spent everything over here, meaning I've loved the country. Yeah. They say the smiling coast. The smiling coast. Exactly. The smiling coast. The country is smiling at me, exactly. which I love it. Exactly. So Gambians should show love to our brother, Iman Daxon. Okay. Okay. So Iman Daxon. Okay. You can get this book. You can call the number, and also you said Timbuktu.
Timbuktu.
Timbuk.
Yeah.
Okay. Timbuktu. Where is it? Banjul.
Yeah, it's in Bakau.
Bakau.
Yeah, Cape Town.
Bakau. Yeah. Okay, so if you go to Bakau Library, Timbuktu, you get a copy of these. Okay, and it's affordable. It's like relearning and changing our environment. Maybe you might not know, maybe your knowledge about cleaning is little. When you get this book, all the information will be in, and it's very simple. Like it's very little. Look, you can be inside the gele and read everything before you get home. Anyway, and one beautiful thing is that since he has this inspiration to write this book, it's the same way I think it's an inbuilt thing, because his son also has this inspiration gift from God that he's doing amazing here in Gambia. Man, this guy is serious. 11 years boy, and he's drawing everyone in the country. The guy is imagining. He can just imagine and draw without looking on a book or a paper. Can you imagine? So this really confirms that the family is really blessed with a divine inspiration to help the community. So you can check the information that he gave, visit their website, and to get a copy for yourself. Very soon it will be on Amazon as well, so that if you're not in Ghana, you can buy from Amazon as well.
Gambia,
sorry if I'm in Ghana, Gambia. I saw something.
I really want to send copies in Ghana, or I even want, like I'm telling you, there should be a publisher who can get the
support from Ghana. And
I've talked to Zoom Lion also.
Zoom Lion.
I want to give a shout out to
Zoom Lion. Okay.
Because I really appreciate the work they do.
Okay.
And one thing is they are very open.
Okay.
Because I reached out to them and then they gave me a call. I was able to speak with the management.
Oh wow.
And then I knew that what they are doing it out of love.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's Miriam, who was the first person I contacted, and I was very pleased with them. Okay. So they actually communicate with me, and they are giving me all the encouragement.
Wow.
So I really want to say a shout out to them.
Zoom Lion.
They are really doing great.
Okay. So big shout out to Zoom Lion in Ghana. So Zoom Lion is like a company that it's refuge, collection and everything in Ghana. They are very huge. They are popular in Ghana. Zoom Lion. Yeah. Wow. Okay. Wow. Amazing. Yeah. Amazing. Any last words?
My last word is that we are Africans.
Okay.
And we are the only people who can build our continent.
Sure.
So no matter what we see ourselves or the Western world see us, let us believe in ourselves, that we are Africans, and we should be proud of ourselves. One thing is that I always say it, and I'm an African, not because I was born in Africa,
Yeah.
but because Africa was born in me,
Exactly.
like Dr. Kwame Nkrumah said.
Exactly.
So I want to say that we are all one people, Gambia, Ghana, wherever you are in the world. As far as you are an African, you are an African.
Sure.
And so any support that you are giving to a brother like me is contributing to a better Africa.
Exactly.
And like my brother is doing, he's doing a great job. I was late to follow him. My sister sent me the link, and when I went through his work, in fact, he's doing amazing. These are the things that bring us together.
Exactly.
So I know that it's the creator himself who
Yeah,
bring
link
people
that,
together.
exactly.
Because as far as we are doing a good work for Africa,
Exactly.
I think the blessing will come.
Exactly,
So
yeah.
wherever you are, just keep doing what you're doing in your own little corner,
Okay.
and the blessing will come.
Yeah, so as I always say, we can all make Africa a better place for us to live in one way or the other. Everyone can contribute in a way or the other.
Yeah.
Okay, and I believe that's what I've chose to do, or that's what I'm doing. So I believe God will bless us all, and we all have the energy and the long living, what do you call it, years to see the future, how Africa will be.
Exactly.
And I believe you all be proud to say that, man, I also play part in this betterment of Africa. Yeah. So okay, with Sindaco, I hope you enjoyed the video. Please get a copy of this, and also the boy, his son, okay, as I said, he's an artist, okay, so he also needs a support, someone to push him, because everything he's doing is self-taught, okay, so you can contact the dad about all the information that he wants about the son, and the book as well. So it is what it is. Let's meet again. We will see in the Gambia Diaries for Shizzle Manizzle or Thank you, Mr. Jackson. Right. About.